How should you be preparing for CAT while you are still doing your graduation in college? Let's find out in this video. Okay, first things first, there cannot be a better time in life than college to prepare for anything that you want to. College gives you a lot of time and freedom and flexibility and liberty to kind of explore and do things that you want to do. Life is never so easier thereafter. When you go to corporate, preparing for CAT is gonna be always more difficult. So even if you want to take work experience and then do your MBA, still preparing for your CAT in early stages during college is a very good idea in my opinion. But just that it should not happen that your core subjects or core studies get affected. So what are some of the things you can do to kind of prepare for CAT while you are still in college? Here are some of the things that I would advise you. At point number 1, I would say that you need to make some kind of schedule or plan or dedicated time for CAT. If you can give 60 minutes of your time with complete dedication, closing the doors and switching off your cell phones, then 1 hour is definitely enough. That 1 hour should be sacrosanct. It could be early morning or it could be late night or it could be before lunch or after lunch, whatever works for you, but every single day, all the 7 days without break. If you give that commitment, that time for preparing for CAT every single day, things become super easy. But let's say you are unable to sit by yourself or concentrate or find time every day, or you are not a strict planner or you are not able to stick to schedule. In such circumstances, I am like, fine, go to a coaching center or take help. So when I say this, I'm not really recommending that you must take a coaching center. That's just not required. But if you are not able to give that kind of time or every day pressing schedule on yourself, then a coaching center at time helps. It gives you that kind of a focus. They will tell you you have to study this and then you will go back and study exactly what they tell you, and it then kind of puts you on track. So you don't need a coaching center if you can press those times on yourself, but if you can't, then fair enough, go ahead and do that. Another alternative is to find 2 or 3 friends in your own classroom, and if you can find them who are equally dedicated to preparing for CAT, then also you 3 or 4 of you can sit together for that 1 hour and press upon that schedule to each other, and then also you will be fine. Another thing which is very, very common and you would hear me saying all the time in different videos is to study, is to read different kind of stuff. So you don't have to always read a book on which it is written CAT preparation book. No, it's a business education and we are looking for an all-rounder, a person who has ability to solve problems and communicate well, and that's something you can really acquire by doing multiple things. So you could essentially be reading a sports article or an article on, let's say, business or something related to what's happening in the economy, or a political news, or a novel, or a non-fiction, or a self-help stuff. Anything. Essentially read diverse kind of stuff to kind of improve your overall personality. If not during your graduation, then when? This is not really the time to be kind of focusing on one kind of stuff. To develop yourself overall, read diverse stuff every day. Think of reading something else. If today you are reading, let's say, an opinion page in the newspaper, tomorrow you might be wanting to read a page or 2 of a fiction that you like. So kind of study different things, and that would start reflecting in the way you look at things over the next 1 year. Last but not the least, in my own personal opinion, developing an interest or hobby at this stage helps tremendously in kind of preparing for CAT, in kind of preparing yourself for life. If you have an interest and you dedicate yourself towards that interest, and it's a constructive one, I'm not saying go ahead and spend 3 hours watching Netflix every day. And by the way, if you must watch, then definitely watch series in English. And therefore, if you push yourself in a direction in which you kind of help the society or kind of play some sport, whatever you do, you develop yourself as an individual, and that's something which comes out not just in CAT but also while you are kind of appearing for your interview. So that's all you have to do. Stick 1 hour of your time only for CAT, and as much as possible, either focus yourself or sit with some friends or take help from someone outsider to put you on track. And last but not the least, read diverse stuff. Whatever you get to read that day, whatever you can catch hold of, read that stuff, and that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much for watching. How should you improve your verbal ability skills? How can you read faster and better? Something that I'm gonna address in the next video. Till then, have a good time.